Whenever you are trying to make any changes in your life, does fear paralyze you from taking any action? Well, if that's a yes, in this episode, I'm going to be breaking down how you can heal your relationship with fear. This is a fundamental when it comes to you creating any form of success in your life, whether it's in your relationships or your business. Now, before we begin, I want to remind you to do one thing with me. Let's take a deep breath in right now. And a deep breath out. So first thing we have to speak about is fear. You see, so many of us get paralyzed trying to make a decision and we make none. Why? Because the fear that comes up paralyzes us, essentially. You see, I took that to the extreme. I went all the way. I started understanding, wait, when does the fear ever go away? You see, just like you, I was waiting for fear to go away. I was waiting for me to feel fearless. I just wanted to be brave and fearless and not be afraid anymore. But one thing I learned throughout my life was the more I tried to do that, the more I suffered. Why? Because then I ended up doing nothing. Why? Because I was waiting for the fear to go away. You see, throughout my journey, I've learned one thing consistently over and over again. It's not about waiting for the fear to go away, but it's about realizing that it needs to be here. Because if you're not afraid of what you're going after, it's not going to change anything. For example, me making these videos right now, it's exciting. But I remember when I first started it, it was scary. It was scary. That is why it changed my life every single time I made a video. But now I'm at a stage where it's so consistent. I've been doing it for so long, it's become my comfort zone. I want you guys to understand this because it's like this applies to every area of your life. If you do something over and over again, it will become easier and easier and easier. So many of us get into something and we're like, I feel scared. I don't feel good about this. You're not going to feel good about it. That's the first step. Stepping into the cave. You see, there's a quote that I always share with every single one of my students. I'm going to remind you again. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek, but it's not the treasure that will change your life, but it's who you become the moment you step into that cave. Whenever I went into that cave, whenever I started doing the things that I was scared to do, my life changed the moment I stepped into it. It was never about the results of the situation, but your mind works in beautiful ways. How? It will do what it needs to do to keep you away from the challenge itself. This is how our mind keeps us safe and comfortable and alive, essentially. It's a survival tool. The ego is literally there to keep you safe and comfortable. So if you're at a stage in your life where you're not happy with the results that you have created for yourself, understand that the mind likes to keep you there. Your own mind wants you to stay there. You might say, no, Minhaz, what are you talking about? I'm thinking different thoughts. I'm thinking I want to change this. I'm thinking I want to improve my life. Fundamentally, you are your greatest limitation. Meaning your beliefs about what you are capable of is your greatest limitation. So if you wish to change your external reality, understand that everything you seek for already exists. You don't have to create anything. You're not creating anything, in fact. In fact, you're just simply aligning with what it is that you wish for in your life and stepping into that reality. But understand that the fear that will come up is simply the fear of change. Why? Because it's something that you are not used to. If you want a life that you are used to, you simply be living the life that you have been living. If you want a new reality, a new experiences, if you want to manifest a partner into your life, understand that that will be a completely new reality for you. No matter how much you practice yourself in your mind, you'll never be ready for what it is that you are calling for, right? I had to learn this the hard way. And I think every single one of you have to learn this the hard way. So many of us, most human beings, we go off to change in two different ways. One, we jump before we're ready to jump. We take that leap of faith. Or two, we get sick and tired of waiting. Both works. However, you have to start. If you want to be that person that's efficient in making your dreams and goals come true, you have to become number one. Waiting for number two to happen over and over again. Yes, sometimes that will happen in your life where you're forced to make changes because you don't have a choice. However, if you're going after your dreams and your goals, if you're waiting for that life to force you to constantly take a step, you will not be moving anywhere. It will take you years to achieve something that could have taken you 10 days. That's crazy. Think about it. It could take you a year to achieve something that you could do in 10 days. But you know why it's scary to do it in 10 days? Because of the internal shift that happens. Whereas if you do it over a year, you naturally shift into it. It's like this: if you're scared to swim and you jumped into the deep end straight away, you're more likely to learn quickly. However, what do most people do? They don't even go near the water. They just watch other people doing what it is that they want to do. And for them, that's satisfaction, as if that they are doing it. Think about it. Most people follow people on social media. They're literally living life through other people's eyes. You are living life through someone else's eyes. Our society has been molded that way. Think about it. That's virtual reality. I don't know about you guys, but that is not the life that I'm chasing here. Like, the life that I will live in this world. I will live a life and I will show you guys how you can create that for yourself too. I'm not here to, I don't show you anything behind the scenes. I don't show you the stuff that I purchased. I don't show you my lifestyle behind this camera because I don't need to. That's for me to live and for me to document, for me to have fun. Of course I can do. Maybe I will do one day. But right now, my priority is to share this information with you guys. The information that if you apply this to your life, I'm telling you, your life will change. Let me tell you something about fear. Understand that fear of failure and fear of success is the same energy. Whether you're afraid of failing, whether you're afraid of winning, it's the same energy. So if you're afraid, if you avoid losing, you avoid winning. If you avoid winning, you avoid losing. You have to be willing to lose to win. It's like getting into a relationship. If you try to win, guess what? They're going to walk away from you. Or you're going to be in a relationship that does not satisfy you at all. Or vice versa. They will feel like they're not satisfied at all until they get sick and tired of you and they leave. Whereas when you get into a relationship, you have to understand that you're constantly in a letting go moment and also being attached. So many students come to me and they're like, Minhaz, I don't want to be attached to people anymore. I'm like, hold on. When you were born, you were literally, physically, emotionally, spiritually attached to your mother. The moment they cut the cord, you still needed your mother for up to how many years old? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Now you want to cut all attachments off? Understand that does not work with human beings. You cannot cut attachments. What are you going to do when you have kids? You might be like, no, man, I'm old enough to cut my attachments. What are you going to say to your kids? Son, you need to cut your attachment to me. I'm sick and tired of you being attached to me. I don't know about you guys, but that says trauma. That screams trauma. That's probably what your dad did to you. And now you feel like you need to do it to others. Because you can only be yourself when you're on your own. So, the fear of failure, the fear of success is connected. If you wish to succeed, you must wish to be able to fail. I went off on a tangent there with the father situation, right? But yeah, it's like, now I'm in a committed relationship, alhamdulillah, means all praise to Allah. Like, understand, and Islamically speaking, we are going all the way. So for those of you guys watching this, alhamdulillah, pray for your brother, pray for your brother. Now, let me say something to you. To get really commit to this relationship, I need to be able to lose. It's like the same thing with life. For you to truly commit to your life, you must be able to die. That sounds mad. That sounds crazy. But in Islam, the one thing that God reminds us, that Allah reminds us every single day, is that you might not wake up tonight. You might not wake up. This might be your last day today. The time you leave your home, that might be the last time you step out your home. You live as if it's your last day every single day. Because the future isn't promised. It can be taken away from you just like that. Unfortunately, we live in a reality where they make you believe that the future is never ending. But the truth isn't that. The truth is life and death go hand in hand. The one thing you are guaranteed in this life is death. So that's why when we talk about the fear of failure and success, you have to understand they work together. That's like you saying, I want to live, but I don't want to die. Guess what? You ain't living either. You're not going to be living either. You're going to be suffering even when you're trying to live. Because you don't want to die. So every decision you make is going to be based off, I don't want to die though. You're not going to be living either. What's this quote that comes from Braveheart? Not every man lives, but not every man dies, but not every man lives. Alhamdulillah. All praise to Allah. Understand something, guys. So many people are avoiding failing, losing, that they don't even win. They don't win nothing. Like when I say win, what do we really mean here? Because I don't want you to get too attached to this either. But it's like you're playing a game. If you imagine playing a chessboard, right? And you're like, I don't want to lose. Guess what? You're not going to play either then. You're not going to play the game because you don't want to lose so much. You're not going to even get involved. The fear will paralyze you. And now you're not going to even win either. You're not going to even know what it feels like to win. Because because you have to be able to lose. That's mad. Think about it. Think about every area of your life that you're doing this in. Every area of your life that you might be doing this in. Where you're holding yourself back because you don't want to lose. You don't want to fail. Trust me, you probably be like, oh my God, in relationships and this and this. You know how many people I know that say, I don't want to meet the wrong person? I'm like, yo, you know how many people, the wrong people I needed to meet the one I've met now? You know how many doors I need to knock on for me to be rejected so I could close the door and wouldn't go to the next one? You know when you start a business that you need to knock and knock and knock, get 99 no's and get one yes? That's how you create success in this life. You don't stop trying. That's mad. But we live in a society where, people ain't even trying. They don't want to try. They don't want to fail. Look at it. Marriage isn't even that serious no more in our reality. People don't want to commit because if they commit and it doesn't work out, they failed. But that's the same energy that you're not only just putting into relationships, you put that in every other area of your life. You're not committing to nothing because you don't want to lose. You ain't going to win either. It's as simple as that. You want to overcome the fear of your relationship with fear. You have to understand the relationship with fear and the relationship with success is the same. How do you own it? How do you heal it? You step into it. You go after it. The fear will arise. You deal with it by breathing through it, by being present with the energy. It's as simple as that. How do you heal any pain within the body? You be present. You literally put your conscious mind, your focus on it. That is how you heal your relationship with fear. So many of us are waiting. We're waiting for that fear to go away and then we're going to step up. We're going to show up fully. You're going to be waiting forever. You are going to be waiting forever, or you're going to be waiting until you're sick and tired of waiting. If you're watching this video and listening to this episode, that means you're not that person that wants to wait. You want to take action. The only way to heal your relationship with fear is to step into it fully. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek, but it's not the treasure that will change your life. It's who you become the moment you step into that cave. I will remind you this again and again. It's not the treasure, because even when you find the treasure, you realize the real treasure was who I became the moment I stepped into the cave. Because sometimes you might open the treasure box and there's nothing in there. You're not gonna. You might be that person that walks out. You could be that person that walks out and realizes, oh my God, I didn't get what I wanted. But you will walk away, and then everyone you say this to, they're gonna be like, listen, but you've changed though. The person you've become, that's the real treasure. The person you've become, that's the real treasure. Regardless of what you found in there. Because the crazy thing is, even if you found some treasure in there, the excitement will be, oh my God, look what I found. Look what I got. Look how much money I made. Look at the relationship I'm in. Look at the body that I have. Look at the house that I bought. Look at the car that I have. 1 week later. 1 week later, and you're like, I think I need to go shopping again. So it's like, that's the treasure. Literally. We're literally playing a game. Like you can't base your win off of the success in terms of your happiness. Like you might win one game, but you might lose the next. But if you base your happiness on winning, you're never gonna play. Because if you lose, oh my God, that's going to destroy me. I hope this helps you heal your relationship with fear. Understand, to heal your relationship with fear is to simply accept it and embrace it, because it is a part of life. Just like how death is part of life, fear is a part of courage. You cannot be courageous without being afraid. You cannot be afraid without being courageous. Every step I've ever made, I've been afraid. I've been scared. Resistance was there. I didn't feel comfortable. I was physically shaking at times when I did things that I wanted to do. And I still did it. Alhamdulillah, that is why I am where I am, and I want you to embody that, truly understand that. Now, Before I end this episode, I'm going to quickly conclude everything. But before I do that, I just want to quickly announce that I am looking for people that I want to work with one-on-one in my program, Quantum Leap Boss. If you are someone who wants to raise your confidence and truly step into your purpose and make it into a full-time job, do reach out to me. I'm working with people one-on-one and in group settings where I hope you truly take your pain, make it into your power, take your mess, make it into a message, package it, and offer it to the world and make it into a full-time job. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let's quickly conclude everything. Understand that the cave that you are afraid to walk into is not the treasure that changes your life. It's who you become the moment you step into it. And it's not about getting rid of fear. It's about understanding that fear will always be there. It's my relationship with it. The way I see it needs to change, not the way I'm waiting for it to go away. If you're waiting for it to go away, you're waiting forever. Remember that, okay? I hope this helped you. If you need to watch this whole episode again, watch it again, because I'm telling you, this is something that has truly transformed my life. I wish I could be told this again and again. That's why I got this recorded for you. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, please subscribe, yo. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, inshallah, if God wills. God is willing. And if you're listening to this on the podcast channel, please do follow me and subscribe there. Leave me a review wherever you are. And also, guys, I would love it if you could take a screenshot and share it on your Instagram story so I can get more people to become aware of all the value that I'm sharing with you guys. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace and love, and salam alaikum. Boom.